I would like to welcome everyone to Boston, Massachusetts, to the beautiful Boston Public Garden, as we come together to celebrate the marriage of Brittany Dacier and Garrett Wingrove. This area of Boston has always held a special place in the hearts of the bride and groom, as it has been the setting of their love story. Today, we are just across the Common, where Brittany and Garrett first met. Only 5 blocks from their first apartment together on Appleton Street, and in the exact location where, year after year, they would stand on Boylston Street, admiring the beautiful American and Canadian flags that hang in front of the Four Seasons. Little did they know that the first time they would come into the Four Seasons together, they would be engaged, and just months later, would be surrounded by their closest family and friends while celebrating their love and their life together. I'm very happy to say, under beautiful blue skies, surrounded by loved ones from across the country, around the world, today we will add to Brittany and Garrett's story, as they set out to do what has been more than 4 years in the making. They are going to enter into holy matrimony, going to formally become one.
Cam? Say hello. Mitch?
Hey, man. So wait, should we start getting dressed now? I think Garrett said about 2:15, or this is too old.
It was about 4 years ago. I was out to dinner with Kim, and I heard her talking about somebody who had the name Canadian. And I thought, who is she talking about? I have no idea who this Canadian person is. And then I heard of this gentleman's name named Garrett. And as Brittany and Garrett became an item, of course I met Garrett, and I noticed then, and I was impressed, he worked construction and other jobs, and he raised enough money to pay for himself to go to dental school. And this guy showed to me perseverance and hard work and willingness to get things done.
I believe.
I think it's one of the
He asked my opinion.
The first thing you need to know about my big brother is that what gives him the most joy in this world is taking care of the people that he loves. And I can tell you firsthand how amazing it is to be one of those people. It's very rare to find someone who often puts others' happiness before their own and supports them endlessly. And without a doubt, Garrett has always been that person for me. I'll admit, it has likely led to some irrational confidence on my end, but there is no better feeling than knowing that your big brother is your biggest believer. Garrett is, always has been, and always will be, amazing and a huge inspiration to me. Garrett has the unique ability to truthfully excel in any area that he loves and that he's passionate about. But here's the really great news, Britt. We have never seen anything in Garrett's life that he has ever remotely loved as much as he loves you.
Brittany and Garrett wrote letters to one another, describing exactly what it is they love about each other. And they wanted to share some of these sentiments with all of you today. Brittany wrote, "Garrett goes above and beyond to help make my life easier in any way that he can. Over the past year, he drove 5 hours, at least twice a week, every week, from Manhattan to Worcester, after working 80 hours, sometimes only to see me for 2 or 3 hours. And each time, no matter how bad the traffic was, or how crazy clinic was that day, he always came home with a huge smile on his face."
Is it lame if I use such a napkin? No, that's not you taught me it way. Okay, good.
In December of 1990, Kim was about 5 months pregnant, and she became seriously ill. She was told that she had a 10% chance of carrying the child to term. We were very delighted and forever grateful to God that at 9:54 a.m. on May 21, 1991, Brittany Marie was born.
You're so curly.
My relationship with Britt began the day she was born. I remember it like it was yesterday. My dream of having an adorable, blonde-haired, blue-eyed sister came true.
It doesn't feel like it's real life.
When she was 2, I remember overhearing my mom mention to someone that she needed to have Britt's hair trimmed. I took matters into my own hands. And the result was a heinous-looking mullet. Sorry, Britt. I remember looking at her cute little mullet-surrounded face, imagining all of the places she would go and the things she would one day accomplish. I must say in hindsight, she has not disappointed. I am so honored and proud to call Britt my sister, not only for her personal achievements, but for the beautiful and loving soul that she has become.
As Brittany got older, she had something about her that she was attracted to those in need. And she would comment to me many times about how can we help these people, Dad. She volunteered at one of the inner city school programs, and she came home and said, Dad, can we buy these kids college board study booklets because they can't afford it.
Can I feel it? Sure. Oh my god. Okay, don't step on it, honey. Okay, girls sit here. Okay, you girls sit You're here. beautiful. You go sit there. Oh, Paul, you can come in. Hi. Look at each other.
Garrett says, I always say Brittany is my angel. She sees the world from a different view and always seems to know what to do or say. She guides me and brings so much happiness to my life. She is my best friend.
Wow. You look like an angel.
Thank you.
It's real beautiful.
You look great too.
Thank you.
Nice touch.
This is gonna be fun.
To the girl who lived above the movie theater, I do adore you, and I do think you are my angel. You bring so much happiness to every single day of my life. I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, G.
Brittany and Garrett, or Boston Britt in Canada, as their families call them, are two of the happiest, friendliest, most compassionate, positive, humble, and hardworking people that I know. When they first met, Brittany and Garrett instantly connected on things that they hold most dear to their hearts. Their love for their families and pets, their love for spending time outdoors, their passion and dedication to serving others, and their personal missions to doing good in the world. Brittany and Garrett had originally hoped that Brittany's brother John would be here to officiate the wedding ceremony and celebrate with all of us today. John is unable to be here as he is in the midst of Army Ranger School in Fort Benning, Georgia, though he is with us in spirit.
Brittany Marie, I take you as you are,
Loving who you are.
loving who you are,
I promise from this day forward
I promise from this day forward
to be grateful for our love and our life,
to be grateful for our love and our life,
to be generous with my time, my energy, and my affection,
to be generous with my time, my energy, and my affection,
to be patient with you and with myself,
to be patient with you and myself,
to fill our life with adventure and our home with laughter,
to inspire you to grow as an individual.
to love you completely.
These things I pledge to you.
These things I pledge to you.
When Garrett went off to school, it never really occurred to me that Garrett may not be coming back home. The way that I looked at it is he would be gone for 4 years, and we would all be back together in no time. My kids would have free dental for life. That all changed as soon as I got the pleasure of meeting Brittany in person. I'll admit having my brother with me throughout my life was something that I certainly took for granted, and having him live in another country took some time getting used to. But it makes things a lot easier when I see the life the two of you are building together, and how much he loves it here in Boston.
Now, just a few quick words of advice from your big sister in no particular order. Choose to love each other, even in those moments when you struggle to like each other. Surround yourself with friends who will support and strengthen your relationship. In every argument, remember that there won't be a winner or a loser. You are a partnership. But Garrett, you will most likely lose them all.
By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it is my honor to declare you husband and wife.